Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tay and you're going to be getting ready with me for work, and I'm going to just jump right into it because there's a lot to talk about. I'm wearing the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 360 Mocha at the moment, and then I'm going to be putting on concealer. So next I'm going to be moving on to concealer, and the concealer of choice I like to use is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm number 030 Cafe. So of course, blend that out. I'm going to be using a airbrush dual fiber stippling brush, and I got this from e.l.f. and it works amazingly underneath the eyes and pretty much anywhere to blend out any kind of concealer. I would suggest this brush if you're new to brushes and you're looking for something good but cheap. The e.l.f. brushes, their studio line, is actually very good, so check those out. Now it's time to set your highlight in place. I'm going to be using the Olive Sand setting powder from Ben Nye, and I really love this setting powder. It works amazingly. It looks great for my skin tone. It sets everything perfectly without everything getting oily or anything like that. It's actually a really good powder. So if you're looking for a good setting powder for deeper tones, try Olive Sand by Ben Nye. So once I'm done setting my face with the powder, I move on to contouring my nose. I use a cream to contour my nose, and the cream that I use is the Ruby Kisses 3D Face Creator in level 16. To contour the rest of my face, I use the Black Radiance Pressed Powder, and I use the shade Mahogany. Now it's time to move on to brows. So I like to brush my brows in place starting out. Once they're in place, I move on to using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the shade Ebony. And I pretty much do a straight brow. I don't really like arches on my face shape, to be honest. I just prefer a more straight out kind of brow. So I just make a straight line, and then from there I like to shape it up with concealer and just follow the pattern that I normally go in, which is a straighter, long pattern. I do also like my eyebrows to be on the thicker side as well, so you'll see how I shape them and everything like that in the next few clips, zoomed in for you so you can get a real good view. But it's pretty easy the way that I do my brows, just a straight line and then I connect it at the top. Now I'm going to move on to applying eyeliner. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Liquid Expert Liner in the color Jet Black, and I'm just going to do a simple everyday kind of line, nothing dramatic, just very simple and easy because I'm just going to work, so nothing too fancy. Moving on, I'm going to be applying the Kiss lashes, and they are in the style Flirty. I absolutely love these lashes because they're not too dramatic. They're kind of just everyday lashes to me for work. Now I'm going to dust off the excess baking powder that I left on my face, and I'm going to apply some mascara. This mascara is the e.l.f. 3-in-1 mascara in the color Jet Black. Now to add some glow into my face, I'm going to be using the Buxom Tahiti bronzer as a highlight, and that really just gives me a nice soft focused look. I don't really like the bling bling highlight, especially when I'm just going to work or anything, you know. So I just like a simple, nice highlight, nothing too crazy, nothing that will shine from across the room. So I'm just going to apply that on top of the areas where I highlighted. So to set my face, I'm going to use regular water. I don't really like to use any kind of other setting powders. Water works just fine for me. And I'm going to apply my wig finally, yay! So you use the Got To Be Glued around your hairline just to hold your wig down. I have a frontal, so I applied it all over the top of my head. Now I'm going to place the wig down onto the Got To Be Glued and press down firmly so that the lace can stick down to the glue. Now to secure the wig, I'm going to place bobby pins all throughout the hair just to secure it onto my braids, so that way I'm not going to be snatched bald should anybody try to tug on my wig. Once the wig is secured, I move on to pretty much styling the hair. I like to comb through it a little bit, finger through it a little bit just to see what I'm working with, and I brush it out. Once that's brushed out enough to my liking, I use the Diva Mr. Right, and what this does is pretty much revives your curls and makes them nice and soft and bouncy so they're not crunchy if you use mousse or something like that. So I just use that pretty much throughout the whole entire wig, and that helps revive the curl and keep it nice and fresh. Now I'm going to lay down my little baby hairs that I made for myself for this wig. And I'm using Got To Be Glued to kind of lay those down so they don't move throughout the day.
Finished. This is pretty much how I do my face on like a regular day-to-day basis. Just wanted to give you a little bit of information about this hair. This hair is from Sunber Hair, and it's their Brazilian curly hair, and it's absolutely my favorite curly hair I've ever had in my entire freaking life. I got 3 18-inch bundles and then 1 18-inch frontal. So all of this area right here is a frontal, which gives a more natural kind of look and everything like that. So that's awesome. I absolutely love a frontal with curly hair. I would highly suggest frontals with curly hair. I mean, yeah, because I feel like closures, because they're only 4x4, it kind of just makes it look a little less realistic. But because it's a closure here, I can kind of like flip it and toss it any way I want, and you will see somewhat of a scalp like look. But this hair is very soft, it's very pretty, it curls right back on up. If you were to like flat iron it, it will curl right back on up. I don't plan on flat ironing it because I don't want to lose the curl texture at all, but for the most part it's really good hair and it's very easy to manage, and there is some shedding but it's not anything way too serious. This is what came out when I was doing my hair just now. As you can see, that's not next to anything compared to some curly hair. So curly hair is kind of a hard thing to maintain, so you have to be careful when you are doing your curly hair. But otherwise, I have no complaints about this hair. I've been rocking it for like a week straight. I've got nothing but compliments about this hair, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I will give you an update in a couple of weeks and let you know exactly how I'm still feeling the hair. I'll probably do how to maintain your curls and something like telling you how to revive your curls or something like that, especially if you get this hair and you need to know how to revive it. I got that video coming right on up for you. I just wanted to briefly touch on the products that I used. I used Diva Curl Mr. Right, and this will really help give you kind of like a refreshed kind of curl look, and it'll help your curls really define themselves and stay nice and light and fluffy without being held down by something like a mousse or anything like that. Here we go. We're done. We're all set to go to work, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.